few days of entering the jungle. I'm going to miss hanging out in your backyard, Bowie. Thanks for hosting us, man. It's been awesome.
10 seconds.
Yeah, dude. Maybe season 3. All right, we'll make some barbecue. Gonna bring some cold ones.
Okay. All right. We'll call it a date. Now, we're back to this Treant ban again. In our little post-game off-stream, we were lamenting about how much we didn't like this Treant ban in game number 1, and here we are in game 2, a little more of the same.
Oh, I am impressed that they actually they take that again. But the Brood is now open, right? So,
yep,
they feel like that's crazy, right? They feel like they would rather ban Treant over Brood. That is.
I guess the scrims were going one way with Tree. That's all I see.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of crazy.
I want to see what they do here. Like, will they just first phase the Tiny again?
God, I kind of hope not.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh.
You can see how much Beast Coast value the Nyx. They're immediately like, yep, we're not letting you have that. Not a fun hero to pick around. I do like the Clockwork ban, though. That could open up some potential supports that are pretty vulnerable. I think Earthshaker right away, but yeah, maybe it's just Centaur.
Okay. They'd rather have the Mars.
I mean, what do we always say, Trent? Earthshaker likes to pop out in these high-stakes series, all right? If I had to place a bet on something wily, I'm going to say we'll see Earthshaker at least once today. I want the odds on that.
It's not impossible.
I would like to see
10
that.
seconds remaining.
Kind of feel like Void's the same way, but we already got him, so we're all good, you know?
True. Totally.
When the carry player is just like, give me some control here, guys.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised to see Void start to move up in ban priority. In this second phase, when we see carries get taken out, I think Void might be making the cut in this series specifically.
Yeah, especially when you have a mid that plays Snapfire. I think Void just becomes so much better.
Damn, dude, they're just taking their heroes.
Okay.
Yeah, we know you guys pick a ton of Wyvern. We don't really play it, but we will now. Thank you.
You know, we like this Mars opener when the Centaur's in. Obviously, dissuades that pick a little bit.
5 seconds.
What's it going to be, Beast Coast? We got to reveal something here. And the one drawback of Wyvern, not really a flex, right? Like, I don't think this hero really ever plays 4 that I can think of.
Yeah.
So this is 100% 5.
Team pick.
You know what is kind of crazy about Beast Coast?
Whoa, so this is a nice flex, though. Could be mid, could be off lane. I'd say pretty 50-50.
Yeah, probably mid, if I had to
can
guess.
Be played sometimes.
So yeah, that's the whole point. They have 10th. But so Beast Coast, if you guys think about it, because they didn't go to the major, and they haven't played in any tournaments outside of DPC, their only information outside of like what you have specifically scrimmed with them is like 2 seasons? That is not a lot of games. That's one thing we know, right? Like you play everybody once. They 2-0'd or got 0-2'd by everybody except for Infamous and Thunder Predator across both seasons. Because even when they lost to NoPing, it was a 2-0. So the amount of information on these guys is like nothing.
Yeah, that is very true.
So it's like I'm looking at heroes and I'm like, oh well, we haven't seen them play Tree, we haven't seen them play this. It's like, yeah, because they've just been chilling. I mean, they've got like 28 games total.
Yeah, they don't play any other tournaments outside of the DPC too. I guess most of the Division 1 teams they usually don't, but I mean,
at least they went to the major.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
they
right.
first faced the Deuce.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so what are our 3 heroes? Nyx is gone. Is Invoker worthy versus Chris
I think
Luck,
Invoker's... Ooh.
I don't think they play that much though.
Ooh.
So
okay,
you might see that being.
See now that's how you get an Invoker picked up. Though.
So here's another though. Does K1 play anti-mage? If
yeah,
no, do you ban it?
He's a carry player. We've discussed
player.
this. Every carry player plays anti-mage.
Yeah, but
Look,
do you play AM to that, like, you know, is it on par with all of his other heroes?
I mean, I also don't even know if that's a good counter.
Yeah, I honestly feel like the way to counter Duza or to play against Duza is just to get enough greed. So like a Luna, that's why like Luna is so often.
So what, we ban
picked
Alchemist?
Duza.
Is that what you're saying?
I think Alchemist is just garbage after they changed the bounties. But like anything that farms a lot and also can push, because like anti-mage farms a lot, but he's pretty bad at that. So
do you like Dragon Knight against Medusa, Bowie? The damage reduction and the push. I feel like he's a pretty good package for what you're describing and what I'm describing. Can we connect here? Can we agree on the Dragonite? Okay.
I think that's okay. You know what I really like against Dusa? And we saw already. I like Leshrac mid. Because that guy's going to be tanky, he's going to be bulky, and eventually he's going to get that shard.
And he takes
Dusa
the towers.
wants to play standing her ground, and that shard just crushes Dusa. So
yeah, a lot of advantages versus the hero.
They play a lot of Lash and Beast Coast, so I wonder if that's even something NoPing might ban here in the second phase. But yeah, DK's fine. It's just, I guess Beast Coast, they don't value it that much, and they don't have like a Mirana. Like we saw crewmates, right? They usually would play DK off with the Mirana. I think that's a good way to play her. Her and the DK together.
Yeah, this is actually a NoPing opener. This Wyvern Doom. And they played that versus Hokori.
They're playing 3D chess right now, Trent.
They really are. I mean, to be fair, Beast Coast did also pick Doom.
All right, so
as well,
do you ban Grimstroke?
They played one game.
Let me throw another one out there. Like, are we at all scared of this double Doom combo to enable this hero? Especially since we've...
No, not with the Wyvern. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to ban it. I'd rather ban something else. If they pick it, sure.
Okay.
I think.
We seem light on Dusa counters here. I'm just saying.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, Timber. Okay, that's good. There you go.
They might just play Tiny on Dark Mago again then.
I want to see Does Dark Mago play Kunkka? That's high on his list, right?
I think so. I think so.
That means Brood is still in. They could 10th pick Brood here if they're not careful.
Like, give me some Kunkka on NoPing, though. I want this unique intersection of a driver in mid lane who wins a lot of matchups. You got 9th pick anyway, and you got this big boat for the team fight, and you can help keep Dusa safe. Gorgons plus Rum equals unkillable. I read the lore, Trent, all right? There's no denying.
Yes. I really like their bans from Beast Coast. I think those are very interesting choices to go and focus totally in on the position 5s.
Yeah.
I mean... It makes sense, though. All of them enable Dusa so much at those key parts of the game, especially the Ogre. That's a good snipe.
Yeah, that's
Are they going to
really
doctor
cool.
again on NoPing? Because I think that's pretty much the only kind of popular 5 left. No ET, no Wyvern, no Viper, no Oracle, Abba, Ogre,
No,
Clock.
I do like
I guess
ET
they could
against
Tusk.
Dusa. We have talked about this before. She's so stationary.
Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
We're just trading heroes here. all right. You take our opener. Well, we'll take your Disruptor.
They've got sick team fight, though. You got the Dusa ult. Now you've got the Venn diagram going on with the arena and the kinetic field, some static storm action on top of that.
10 seconds.
Is this Disruptor even good, though? Because
I don't know.
In that game, I think the Disruptor had like this very important role of being follow-up damage on the Chrono, of being really good versus the Gyrocopter. I'm not sure about this Raptor here.
Dire team
The other part is, who's playing this ET? Like, I assume... Oh, because Stinger played it last time.
Yeah, could be offlane. Could be Whisper's hero.
Yeah.
That is a Sab special.
They have a lot of flex happening here. And again, still
Kazu
Brood.
plays a lot of it too.
Brood still looks nasty as hell for Beast Coast.
Yeah, this other
NoPing.
Titan I think is a good hero to have versus the Brood, right? Because you can get so much damage and lose speed.
Yo, 8th pick Zyori. He's on fire today. Look at Trent. The amount of AoE on NoPing. I don't know how you could lose.
Radiant team ban.
It's true. It is really good.
AoE.
I mean, this is fantastic. This is not easy for Void. Real talk. He's like these Chrono, unless you've got Elder Titan with a 6 sleep to set it up or a Wyvern, he does have a lot of nice buddies to help him out, but these are tough Chronos.
It also guards them a little bit against the Brood, too. It's like a pretty good hero versus the new Brood, I think.
Now, are you guys worried? Let's say they pick Brood. That's 4 melee heroes, 3 melee cores against Kunkka, Mars, Medusa, Disruptor.
Oh, you think
that
if
also
NoPing takes
rough.
the Brood?
No, I'm saying if Beast Coast takes the Brood,
Oh,
they're
okay.
all melee against all of this AoE. Isn't that kind of hard? Like, doesn't it kind of
I don't
suck to fight
think-
against Dusa?
I don't think they'll probably Brood at this point now.
Yeah,
with Kunkka.
like their draft, Beast Coast, I really feel like they need an incredible last pick here because it's all open-ended, right? You don't really have damage on the Chrono. You don't really have easy stuns. They really need a hero that does a lot. And
This is the time, right? The Animator's coming up. That's where the anime music starts playing, and Chris Luck whips out the most badass invoker we've ever seen in our lives. This guy's secretly been playing on... there's some like notorious invoker who just terrorizing top-tier pubs. No one knows who he is. And in reality, this whole time, it's been Chris Luck.
Do you really want to last pick Invoker onto Kanka, though?
Yeah, but the Dusa, the Chrono, the combos.
I mean,
Yeah, I hear you, Bowie, but
he's
it
gonna
might
be the
worth
greatest Invoker player of all time, Bowie. Are you listening?
Dude, I have a 35-minute video on how Kanka can counter Invoker. It is not fun to play this lane.
I'm not saying it is.
Not fun.
I'm purely arguing that the value Invoker brings later on against Medusa and these various other heroes, plus the synergy with the Void, outweighs the difficulty in the lane. It's an expected value thing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not saying they are not going to pick it, but I think there might be better heroes. I'm just trying to think here.
Can you name one there, bud?
Puck. All right.
Okay. These teams don't play Puck.
about-
We established that last draft, but good suggestion. That's cool.
I was thinking that, but don't they need more damage than Puck? Like actual
Quap.
regular?
How about
Yeah.
that?
Like
Give me
Nina?
a Quap.
Wait,
What?
wait, whoa.
What?
That's a Matthew hero. He's played this once before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
This is
guy
a
was going-
super squishy support duo, though. Like paper
Matthew is
thin.
cosplaying as Ladin here. Just picking
True.
all of those fours that no one really
All right.
like.
Hey,
What's
they
your
won the
video
game
on
versus Infamous
Skyrat
with
say,
it.
Bowie? What's the pulse on this hero?
I mean, I think this hero can be good. So it's definitely a hero you have to get later into the draft. It makes sense here. The silence is really good versus Void. The burst damage with the Mars or the Kanka combos are gonna be there. But his laning stage can be pretty bad. So if this hero gets a hard laning stage, he is awful.
He's got mana issues, right? That's his big limitation in
as
lane.
well. Yeah, that's why you want to have like heals in the lane, so you get the no talisman or canes, whatever you need. So I don't know. Their lanes were not good in game one.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. You need some cheese on this coast.
Oh, Zyori. Oh,
Oh,
the AoE.
no.
You spelled it out.
Oh
One
my!
thing I love about Bristleback, it's seeing a draft where all the heroes are balanced around the fact that all their skills are AoE. Skywrath
Yep.
Mage really the only real single target thing here.
Mhm.
That's a good sign for a Bristleback. Now, mind you, he does virtually no damage in Chrono in comparison, but he does have the help of Stinger with the aura. Stinger's gonna get in there this game. He I want to see the shard or something.
Yeah,
I want to see him running in and just getting chronoed. So his
Man.
aura is there.
It's amazing how much the last two picks can swing your opinion of a draft. I went from how can you lose to I think they've lost in the matter of 2 minutes here. I'm nervous for my boys on NoPing. This Chris Luck Bristol looks really scary.
Here's what I'll say.
I think their lanes too, they actually are playing ET as 5 and the Wyvern as 4. So this Wyvern's gonna get items, Blink, Aetherlands. I think they're gonna be able to get a lot of kills with Winter's Curse, with
Orchid maybe
HFN
too.
close to the supports. Yeah. I love the Beast Coast draft. I think the Bristleback last pick was on point.
Do you think they'll get enough done though? Because they have Kunkka, Disruptor, Skywrath Mage, Mars. These heroes go into smoke, they kill somebody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And when everyone's farming on Beast Coast, they really don't have great ways to start engagements. There's a lot of pressure on Whisper to get a blink early, I think, and for Schofield to hit those big curses that you're talking about. I think if these drafts were reversed, I'd probably go for the NoPing lineup. I think it's just harder to execute. I think eventually Beast Coast will just win this, especially if everyone just plays passive. But with the way that Beast Coast, I know how they can play aggressive. That's why I think they'd be very successful with that style that NoPing have. Question is, will NoPing be able to win with it? And I'm taking them again. Come on, NoPing.
All right. I'm going to join you, Trent. I'm going to dive in. I like diving into the deep end. Let's go. The Medusa for HFN. This is the classic. Has he lost with it yet? They've never lost. Would this be the first loss? Gary, there's no pause, so I got to throw it to you. But this could be the first loss of HFN's Medusa. I hope they step it up, bud.
Yeah, it's the hero that he came onto this team with. He's unbeaten on it, just demolishing teams left and right as they're going to move straight into Radiant Triangle to hunt out Whisper. They get the concussive shot, and the action begins as the start of the game kicks off with a spear. Whisper's now stuck here. Chris Luck can't help him. They're going to lose their doom straight off the bat, give the first blood to Oscar's Mars. NoPing, they come out swinging, Theben.
They needed that. They needed that first blood. They're gonna need to get 2 runes, hopefully even 3 runes. And NoPing, they're gonna need to have a really good early game because their mid game is looking disastrous against this Bristleback, Gary. I'm very scared for NoPing. I think panel was very how do you call it? They were
Optimistic
leaning
about
up.
NoPing.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Schofield.
I was blanking on
Well, if they
it.
keep
Oh,
if they keep getting kills,
Two.
if they keep getting kills before the lanes even start, you can keep that optimism for you.
Exactly.
That's
I
for
mean,
damn
that
sure.
ward, it's gonna get dewarded, but giving another kill away just feels really bad. They will get 3 runes too. Okay, so 2 kills, 3 runes. Brazil
Nice.
server, NoPing is looking real good for this early game. But that being said, is Carpal Tunnel stronger than Brazil server? 2 kills and 3 runes, Gary. That is the question.
See, I think that is the big thing, right? Extended fights when Bristleback hits his timing and the amount. You know, I think Trent was right to some extent. NoPing have a lot of good catch and kill. Matthew, he's being whacked. He's being dived. Stinger's going for it. He's going to try and kill Matthew, but the fairy fire there keeps the Scar's Mage alive under his tower.
It's going to be a really tough lane for the Skyrat. He has 0 armor, being chased down by an Elder Titan with boots. So for the most part, it's going to be a 1v1 lane with the Faces Void against the Mars here. And that's going to be okay for K1.
But yeah, again, back to, Trent saying the Mars, the Kunkka, the Sky, if they find someone, they can blow them up. I'm looking at this Beast Coast draft and the amount of teamfight reset they've got. Dragging out teamfights, so Bristleback can keep stacking up Quill Sprays, they've got Stomp, they've got Curse, they've got this Chrono. They could actually, potentially itemize to weather that first initiation storm and drag out these fights for the Bristleback to do his job with the Carpal Tunnel QW spam, which we've come to know and love. Currently, Chris Luck lane up against Dark Mago's Kunkka.
I'm especially worried for the 2 supports as well of NoPing. The Skyrat and the Disruptor, they're not very good heroes at dealing with Bristleback. They can't really kill him, and if you just run in, constantly gooing, you're going to be slowed heavily, get 2-shotted even at some point as a Skyrat who doesn't really have armor items. Oh,
That's a good spear.
Yeah.
The tower aggro on the creeps, though. So
They're
K1's going to... Very thankful his creeps were there to save him. But would you say Sky and Disruptor are both supports that are very good playing from ahead, but not so from behind?
Yeah, definitely, because Disruptor, especially as a hero, Whisper, taking a lot of damage top, he's going to be okay. Yeah, Disruptor needs a lineup where you got a bunch of heroes who are constantly running into your enemy, and then you can glimpse them back as they're running away from you. I do feel like NoPing's, only Kunkka and Mars are able to really do that. So those 2 heroes...
He's silenced up. He's dead. Yeah, 0-1-1 build from Matthew, and they turn onto Stinger as well. He's got boots and an Astral Spirit, so he does speed away. While up at top lane, it looked like the Wyvern managed to snipe the Courier of HFN, so that was a Wraithband recipe and a Magic Stick, I believe. So they're going to try and take down Whisper, get a bit of vengeance. Stinger, he dies to a neutral creep. Whisper probably going to pop to the Thunderstrike, last hit from Pandaboo, and a 4-0 laning stage beginning here from NoPing.
Yeah, they're off to an amazing start now. Just getting kills on both of the side lanes. ET having to die to neutrals means he's going to be dead for some time to come bottom and help out K1. K1 only has 7 last hits right now. 3 minutes into this game. So this is all going to come down to Chris Luck, Gary. He's going to need to make a lot of solid plays on towers, get some objectives early on, farm up, get this Aghanims as quickly as he possibly can while applying pressure and take over the game.
And try and build up those ancient stacks for him. You need him to be that pivotal hero. Top again, just a bit of trading. Arctic Burn is a super long cooldown for Schofield that he's expending just to kind of keep Whisper in the lane for now. Contest out on that pull across from HFN to drag his wave back. He's really scrappy in both of these side lanes though. Like bottom lane, Matthew. Time dilation, forced to cast out his concussive shot defensively, basically, but they do have the spear back on K1. Time walk and the 1 charges allow him to, again, just stay in the lane. His staying power with that help of the Stinger Salve. Breaking past this aggression for now.
They just need to get some pulls going down here. Just give K1 as much solo XP as they can. Beast Coast, oh, another kill. There is Stinger.
Picking off that ET. I guess he was reasonably low. Ideally, he doesn't want to die, but he's going to come back full resources. Probably bring some more regen and some items for K1 as well.
He was hoping to get a time lock onto Matthew there, and K1 might have got a return kill. Oh, still might try for it. Not getting those time locks.
And another good spear. And I've caught him out. K1, the stomp time walk. Oh, if K1 had aggressively
Stinger's
time walked,
going
he
in,
probably
though.
would have killed Matthew. Stinger, yeah, he
gonna be
wants
their
this
first kill?
desperately. Hunting Matthew, punch one. That's him done. And Oscar, with nothing left to give, just has to let the ET walk away.
Wow, that was a killing spree too. So lots of gold going the way of Stinger here. And, you know, things are starting to stabilize a little bit, at least for Beast Coast. Check out net worth here. Bristleback is leading the way. So things are looking good there. Dark Mago definitely not going to be able to kill a Bristleback on his own. He can try to get some spells going, but that Bristleback itself is just way too annoying. Oh, he's on the side though.
He's still
Wait,
dead though.
what? Why did he
He didn't turn his back.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I did not expect that to happen, but the Ancient CO, that magic damage amplification, just made it possible in the end with the Bristleback on his side.
And then the battle up top. Schofield comes out ahead of Pandaboo by about 30 health. Thunderstrike not finishing off the Wyvern. And Matthew taking down Stinger over towards that dire triangle. 7-2. I mean, the net worth difference is starting to climb now, and that's what we desperately need for NoPing's side to succeed. And I did some homework, Theban. 7-game win streak in the DPC on Medusa. They would have been on like a 10-game win streak across all competitions, but they did drop 1 game of Medusa against Undying like 2 months ago. But it's a hero that they have been incredibly potent with.
Oh yeah. I mean, HFN Dusa was being played even before everybody else, realized how powerful it really was. Starting from season 1, even, just kind of carried it over. Most of the teams just don't give this guy Dusa.
You ban. I mean, we've seen people ban it first phase.
Yeah. In game 1, though, we didn't see the Dusa because of the Nyx Assassin. This time around, NoPing having that first pick, Beast Coast were forced into banning the Nyx, and that's why we got this game right now. Schofield moving over to bottom for a gank.
Arctic Burn and Splinter Blast and Schofield.
Oscar's in trouble.
Stinger to pick up Matthew, and you're right, Oscar's going to get blown up here as well. He God's Rebukes back K1 to make sure the Void doesn't get the kill, but it's a double for Stinger. Now a boat in towards mid lane though. They find Chris Luck for the 2nd time in a row, and Kunkka, he's starting to really race ahead with this laning stage.
Yeah, Chris Luck was already a little bit low. Pandaboo comes in with the level 2 Thunderstrike. Dark Mago, he's already got a little bit of level advantage with that first kill onto the Bristleback. And this is exactly what you gotta do. Bristleback is the #1 hero for NoPing to shut down, because this later that Axe comes out, the better it is for them.
K1. Ooh, Spear doesn't connect into a tree.
Just
He
calling
does
Blade
look
out of
all
here.
right. He's gonna TP back to that bottom tower, and he'll be just fine.
I guess one problem is here, Gary. They don't have that much chrono damage, do they? Elder Titan,
Yes.
but he's a position 5. He's going to be quite under-leveled for the most part.
That's kind of what I was thinking earlier on. It feels like they have chrono as more of a reset tool than an aggressive tool. Like, we're going to chrono when they arena, or we're going to chrono when they X-boat someone to hold back the Medusa, kill all the rest. Basically, just stomp, curse, and chrono the Medusa, kill the other 4 heroes of NoPing, and then focus the Medusa of HFN later on. Use it all as control. Stacks being scouted. Pandaboo gets the D-Ward going as well. And they know that Bristleback wants to go and plant himself in that Radiant Triangle, and that's where we see HFN start to come into play, pressing forward a little. But Whisper and Schofield doing a good job being that barrier, the bodyguards to make sure the triangle is not invaded. So the +1's coming as bottom. Yeah, they've got the Chrono catching out Matthew Sky. Oscar's Mars stuck there as well, but the Doom onto Pandaboo. Whisper, he finds the first kill up there. The X-marked boat dragged back. Dark Margo looks for the combo with the Torrent as well. HFN will snake up Whisper and force out the stick charges, but the inevitable death. Still not too bad for Beast Coast, though, because they were able to secure Chris Luck's stacks while also picking up a kill.
Exactly, and that means Dark Mago was not able to go into that Ancients area and try to get some plays or steal some creeps for himself. He had to go top, get the kill onto the Doom, use his boat too. So Chris Luck, he's going to feel a little safe for the next minute or so. Stinger in the Ancients area himself of the Dire side, trying to kill some creeps there. Not working out too well for him. But yeah, the game, it's been a bit more even now, 6-9. Beast Coast able to get some return kills at least. from some of these plays, and that's what you want to see, right? Because they want to drag this game out until the point the Bristleback gets the Ags, and then they just play around that timing. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be goo being spammed on all the heroes, and then time dilation on top of that. So NoPing with all the cooldowns being on cooldown, and then the slows. It's going to be really hard for them to team fight.
Yeah, and on pretty big ranges as well. While on the other side, you know, Dark Mago, NoPing, they want to play aggressively. With this Spirit Vessel, they've got 3 charges up.
Wow,
come in and kill off Whisper.
Man, you know what I'm scared of more than HFN Dusa is this damn Dark Mago Kunkka. This man destroys with this hero. Every time I watch him play, he's like top of the net worth, always farming stacks because his team knows how to play around it.
Yeah.
He's 2-0 right now, has a Vessel already.
That's the thing, right? They glimpse Chris Luck in. Vessel. Try to X-Mark and boat him too. He's pretty tanky with Vanguard, yeah, and a DD Rune bottle charges, but with Matthew's arrival, the magic damage is going to start stacking up with that Ancient Seal. And they blow through Chris Luck.
He hesitated. I think he should have just dropped the Winter's Curse on Dark Mago, stopped the combo from happening. But he hesitated, and the Scarlet came in with a nice silence onto the Wyvern, and they were able to kill the Bristleback.
Any stuns, any glimpse? On cooldown. They can't catch him. ET, very far behind enemy lines, does have a high ground ward scouting the stacks as well, like you were mentioning, playing in that triangle a lot. Just back to Dark Mago, it always seems like he itemizes perfectly as well, because we've seen, oh, hello, Arena, but Spear, it's whiffed. He's missed out on it. So Oscar gets cursed up, Splinter Blast, and now the Void's damage arriving. Oscar's in an awful lot of trouble, and you don't want to chrono him, so a time walk. Where are the bashes? Where are your bashes? K1 spent them all in game 1, but they still get the takedown thanks to Schofield, and they've got a chrono, but inside the Static Storm, K1 silence, time walks back, chrono's up, onto Matthew and Pandaboo. They've got the Spirit to stomp, it is landing in onto them, catching 2, but there's the X-Mark. Dark Mago's rotated in with a great torrent, catch out onto the Void. Lacking damage, they get the finish, that time walk was coming up soon, but a double kill for Stinger. Does trade out his Void's life for a couple of his own. And a stomp will hold Kunkka in place.
He's gonna run to the left side. Oh, that X-Mark.
Hold Embrace.
Level 4.
He's not even gonna bother spending it. Just let Stinger die. That's a 4x dominating streak on. But look at right now. Look at yes, exactly.
Oh wow. And he's going for a BKB first? Huh. Interesting. So he feels like the Skyrat and the Kunkka is able to deal with him. I'm very surprised by this. But this is going to be easy kill out to Pandaboo. Oh my god,
Pandaboo. Oh, he's going to get chased.
Yep.
He's dead for sure. But this makes Chris Luck dive. This is him pretty far behind in this dire triangle. And his backup coming. He doesn't have anyone.
They got boat.
They've got the boat, but they miss out on the combo. The Mystic Flare was thrown in, but they don't land anything. They just spells whiffing all over the place from NoPing.
He's got another X-Mark.
Chris Luck does get X-Marked again, but no torrent. Arena's ready. They might have to use it here, honestly. Another silence. Ancient Seal, the damage there. Finally, Chris Luck falls.
It's a lot of space, though.
Oh, the torrent's great. They catch the Wyvern. A bonus, a freebie. And they're going to spear him. There's a cold embrace. He was flying, so they don't want to... Yeah, that's why. That's why you don't want to spear him while he's flying. Sends him over the arena, but still a good kill.
Man, Dark Mago is absolutely destroying this game. It just feels like he's everywhere on the map. He's got more Vessel charges, and HFN is just able to free farm while Dark Mago deals with everybody else. Top lane Whisper trying to get himself some farm too. He's almost got that BKB. They're going to need to doom this Kunkka, Gary, in these team fights. He's the biggest problem right now. Yep, and hopefully they're also dooming him before the Ghost Ship comes out, or the team fights are still going to be hard for you. K1 gets spotted.
They are hunting K1, X-Mark silence. They're catching the Void. Static Storm there to really seal the deal as well.
Bottom lane, Oscar.
Dark Mago yet again. I mean, yeah, Oscar. Schofield, he's going to be able to kill him off there.
Huge curse onto the Mars with HFN right beside him. And Schofield gets a nice kill. Also defends the tier 1 tower bottom. I mean, they get the K1 kill, but defending bottom is a pretty big deal.
So yeah, a few things to come back to there, right? Dark Mago's itemization, we've seen him go, the bracers, the armlets, we've seen him go Radiance against PL. Here, the Spirit Vessel into Halberd seems pretty spot on for the Kunkka. And then you mentioned the BKB on Bristleback. We see the Eternal Shroud a lot. Is this BKB just, like you said, this Skywrath Mage and Kunkka being such a menace?
is under
Well,
attack.
it's also Disruptor, Static Storm, and being able to get out from the Mars Arena too is going to be very useful for Chris Luck. I'm just surprised he didn't go for like Hood Ags first, because it would get him there a little bit faster. And just be able to soak a little bit more damage too. I think the BKB allows you to just go in and right-click heroes though, because he won't be disabled up, locked down. So we'll see what Chris Luck does with it. Maybe he doesn't feel like the Ags is a necessity at the moment. Just needs to be able to run in onto the Skyrat and Disruptor and just kill them without the goo spread.
Play to fight right now, and maybe they've had that conversation in team comms where you mentioned the Whisper BKB, it's up, and they want that cohesion, that synchronization between the items. So double BKB, nothing really on K1's Void just yet, and Dark Mago, he finds Stinger instead. They didn't see K1, they do get the drag back into the Static Storm, and that's K1 dead into the boat. They kill off him and his courier. It's a great two-man stomp, though, with an Earth Splitter from Stinger. The rest of Beast Coast arriving, but inside the arena, they are stuck. Stinger speared up against the side as the Witness Curse catches Oscar, dooming the Kunkka as well. But Stinger's down. It's a 5 versus 3, which Beast Coast are trying to turn around. The BKB from Chris Luck, sprinting forward towards Oscar. Kunkka's still doomed up. Static Storm not coming, it's just a kinetic field and a Stone Gaze. Whisper stands his ground, but he's got a BKB to get away from the X-Mark Torrent. A TP out there from Skywrath Major looked like dodges from Schofield's aggression. And NoPing, another great trade and a beautiful move from Dark Mago.
Once again, it's K1 dying and they get like a kill onto the Mars, but that's 2 BKBs used up as well. Dark Mago is a little bit in danger though, no Ghost Ship.
He's got the Torrent, which is going to be dodged and kited around by Chris Luck. They're diving for this. They know that he's such a juicy kill. He's 7-0. Give it to Chris Luck as well, but the kiting, the glimpse back. Stinger, he's going to have to just take this himself. Needs to finish off the Kunkka. Whoa, one more hit. There's going to be 2 more. The Torrent's coming. He's fine. He survived. Even with a Satter Blast flying through the trees, Dark Mago going to Torrent X-Mark and TP back to base to refill and fight again in that mid lane.
And Pandaboo, he wants to catch Chris Luck. He's got a glimpse ready. Can he get vision of him? Oh,
it's close.
Dire are
And he's out of there. I actually can't believe Dark Mago survived through that. They did everything they could possibly do to save him. HFN earlier as well. Just using Stone Gaze. Being chased. Nice X-Mark. Then glimpse. Oh my goodness. Chris Luck must be so annoyed right now. I mean, we can see why he went for that BKB right away.
And even trying with the Doom Satter Blast at the end. Goes for the Shockwave, but doesn't finish it off. And Chris Luck now being pressured bottom just by a Skywrath. And very soon, it won't just be Matthew down there. These ultis from NoPing, we very often think about, the long cooldown spells, being reliant on these big ultimates. But they aren't that long. It's like 1.5 minutes for Pandaboo, 70 seconds for Dark Mago. Pretty much every fight, they've got these combos with Arena, Mystic Flare, the X-Mark, Torrent. It's all there. And in the meanwhile, HFN is unkilled, 10,000 net worth, top of the charts. And the one true carry.
Really far behind to the Dusa. He just got his Manta now, so he's able to get out of that Ancient Seal. Problem for K1 is he doesn't have anybody that he can play with to get kills in his chrono. So he hasn't been able to go out, use his chrono. He's just been focused on farming. If the opportunity comes, it comes.
Oh, you've spent your boat on the ET. That means Chris Luck has free reign. Just to run towards Pandaboo. The Static Storm chucked towards the Faceless Void. Oscar, he's thinking about the Yule Spear play here into the arena, catching K1 with it. Whisper BKB's up, and HFN with the Stone Gaze. Running straight towards, but the Cold Embrace and the Stone Gaze, it holds them in place, allowing them to get on Dark Mago. You're right, Chris Luck and Whisper, they've got his number. They're right on the Kunkka's tail, and a double kill for the Bristleback now. HFN's got to retreat. The Medusa can't fight this. They've chronoed up the Oscar Mars on the right-hand side of the fight, and Chris Luck gets the triple. Slaying Matthew. Self-heals from Oscar won't buy him enough time to survive. Schofield's going to close the gap with a great Splinter Blast. Ooh, doesn't touch him. A spear. A little bit spooky for the Wyvern. Nice Oscar gets the kill, but he still does die.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty easy kill onto Oscar, but he at least managed to get Schofield in the end. Very well played there from Beast Coast. Nonetheless, they got the Dark Mago kill, right? He was 7-0. They doomed him. They went after him. NoPing, they were looking at K1 the whole time, but without Mago, they actually can't kill K1. They need that burst damage. You can see right here, Chris Luck just completely zoning out NoPing on the right side. Meanwhile, Mars using, comboing the Void, but he's really tanky, and with the Dusa doesn't really do that burst damage. You also need a Skyrath with the ulti if you want to be able to kill K1. He just wasn't there.
No Mystic Flare, no kill on K1. And the big thing is Crystallock getting that, triple kill, ultra kill, whatever it was. He's gone up to 10,000 net worth almost. And Whisper, hang on. Kinetic Field doesn't actually catch him.
Out of it.
He does have BKB in the runaway.
Yep, very clean.
Dire's middle tower.
You know, we're talking about K1 and how he's a little bit underfarmed, but it sort of feels like he's playing the position 3 role in this game, though. The Doom and the Bristleback are the ones dealing a lot of damage in this game.
You mentioned the possibility of not seeing the Aghanim Scepter on Bristleback this game. How real is that? Does he go S&Y, Basher, AC? What do you envision here from Crystallock?
I do think at some point he will go for the Aghanims because it's just way too broken. You know, Carpal Tunnel is like some really powerful ability.
Shit.
Yeah, it's some real bullshit, exactly. You don't stop to goo, and that gives you time to get on top of heroes, and you're just constantly spamming it, landing it on everyone.
It's like 900 range.
Yeah, it's absurd, but we'll see. He himself is not sure right now. He's going to a Seeker shop. He buys himself some armor. He feels like he just needs to tank up right now. We'll see if he builds that into a AC or something. Doom is building into the Shivas. That's going to be so good. Just being able to slow everybody down, reduce their healing. Just Doom and then Shivas, and it just feels like whoever gets doomed is sort of just dead right there.
Yeah, Whisper can just chase them down until the cows come home. Get on top of Dark Margot, follow him through. And then the other heroes, the ET with its natural order. Bristleback, they can focus on the Medusa, maybe the supports to pick them off first. As we've been saying, the squishy supports and NoPing, very good playing forward and aggressively. But if they're on the back foot, they are very slow, sluggish, and squishy heroes as they get a Chrono in onto Dark Margot. The Kunkka, he's going to get stomped and split by the Earth Splitter out of the ET. He's very tanky, and with the boat coming in, he'll survive a little longer, but Mars doesn't catch them in time with Arena. Still turns back onto K1, but the Cold Embrace keeps him alive. He's been pushed back, but K1 is up and running. They've got the Curse onto the Skywrath Mage, and the turnaround play. The reset tools from Beast Coast coming in hot. Stinger's going to run northwards. Bristleback is used up, but he's still full HP. They're going to glimpse back Whisper. Try and kill off the Doom, but Pandaboo's slain, and another Cold Embrace. The heals from Schofield just delay and delay, allowing the Bristleback to stack up these goos and quill sprays. K1 comes back in. He can time walk across, kite out on HFN, but the Medusa, she can't stand against the Bristleback. Not tanky enough, not enough damage. Yules will slow him down, but Crystallock is just going to keep on going. He desperately wants this.
Oh,
he wants
nice spear
HFN,
too.
But a spear. He gets pushed up against the trees, and he's turned on.
That was like a 1 versus 5 by HFN for the longest time. Just comes in to save the day. K1 couldn't stand his ground anymore. Whisper either, because there's just too much damage coming out from the Dusa. And that was just absolutely beautiful from both teams. They do get that kill onto Dark Mago. They forced a buyback from Pandaboo. He died back there too. But they're gonna try. I mean, Crystallock is dead for 35 more seconds. Exactly. This is such a sneaky play here from NoPing.
I don't think first Aegis.
Beast
ET Spirit's coming.
They will try, but it's not.
It doesn't see them. Roshan's already dead for all intents and purposes, and NoPing. The first Aegis here going to be grabbed up and given to HFN, who has Butterfly done now on top of that Chrysalis he had, and they've got the Yule Spear onto the ET with a Mystic Flare combo. That's what we've been looking for. Blow somebody up and now push towards objectives.
And that last team fight, that was HFN without the Butterfly, and they were having such a hard time going on him and dealing damage. Because he was just outputting more damage than he was taking. So with this Butterfly, Void is going for a... What is he going for, actually? Mithril Hammer, but he's got queued up a Diffusal Blade. I mean, K1 is
he wants too many things.
Right now. Exactly. So, but nonetheless, NoPing, this is their time to just control the entire map. Just leave HFN in front, let him take all the objectives, play like even one screen away from him, because there's no way for Beast Coast to actually displace this Dusa. So you can just wait and see what Beast Coast do while this Dusa hits the objectives. They are gonna smoke up right now though. They wanna pick.
They wanna try and hunt somebody. And Crystallock, not the ideal target, it feels like. He's got BKB when he lands out of this Yules. We'll see if Oscar can try and catch him. He doesn't pop his BKB in time, so yeah, Crystallock is just dead to rights.
Huge pick off. That's the strongest hero on Beast Coast right now. That Bristleback. And whenever Bristleback's not alive. Beast Coast, they're just gonna forfeit every objective. They can try to slow him down with Splinter Blast, but that's pretty much it.
So this is the exact kind of map scenario that we've been waiting to see, right? Because Beast Coast, they've gone behind in several games. I think Trent mentioned it on the panel, losing their lanes and then outplaying in the mid game with wave cutting, creep manipulation, and looking for those single perfect fights that bring them back into the game. But we've been waiting to see how they do it against NoPing, because the way that HFN plays this Medusa, he doesn't give you the opportunity to come back into it. He pushes his advantage and shuts the door on you.
Exactly. Schofield might want to hit that. Yep.
X mark on Whisper. Void's chronoing. He's on to that Skywrath Mage. They've blown up Matthew. He's got to buy back the Earth Split of the Winter's Curse and the Doom onto Dark Margot. Pandaboo's going to get shredded here. They're losing the entire supporting cast. The Kunkka's got to ditch. Whisper's getting turned on, though, by Oscar and HFN. So a bit of a trade out from NoPing as they do buy back. And yeah, Dark Margot is still alive. Now the Cold Embrace from Schofield has set him up to only die to HFN while the BKB bristle back. The dieback on the sky. Jump in with a time dilation. K1 wants Dark Margot. They do have a Yules and a Spear here to try and catch the Faceless Void. Can Oscar turn it? He misses out. The Manta comes out, and K1 with a Shadow Amulet help will get back to his high ground. Chris Luck might not have the same luxury, though. X'd, torrented, and he's got the Spirit Vessel on him. HFN spamming out snakes. There's quill sprays, though. You gotta be very wary of them. And Schofield looking to back up his buddy, but again puts himself in a dangerous position, dies back on the Wyvern. And Chris Luck, he's not escaped. He's not been able to retreat. He couldn't TP. It's on cooldown, so he's been demolished as well.
And HFN just got his Daedalus as well. So his damage increased significantly. They're going to try to go back down mid lane, push this again. They still got a minute and a half left on that Aegis. And this time around, Beast Coast, they're going to be fighting without that Chrono and the Doom. You know, they tried really hard to be able to kill Dark Mago, but that Winter's Curse, it might have costed them. Because that was, what, 4 seconds where Dark Mago was not taking any damage while being doomed up?
Yeah.
That would have been their opportunity to bring him down there.
It could have been a turning point. I mean, NoPing still planting themselves on his high ground. HFN, no cares for tier 3 towers. Stands there with Aegis still in hand for 1 minute and 10 seconds. And a tier 3 claimed by NoPing, opening up the barracks. K1 Faceless Void has gone in and forced out a Static Storm, his BKB going. He's trying to chase Dark Mago back, and Whisper's running with his BKB. They're hunting supports, but HFN is still frontlining. A Yules onto the Faceless Void, Spear in the arena, the boat is coming. Dark Mago and HFN turn onto K1. Dead for 1 minute now on the Void. And we're in a 4 versus 4.
They're going to want to go top racks, it looks like, right after this. Melee racks falls. HFN, he wants to get as much as he possibly can while K1 is dead here. Doom is going to be up in 1 second. You know, the delay tactics from Beast Coast, it normally works, but NoPing, you know, HFN especially, he knows what he's got to do.
Push that advantage. And get a good spear on Chris Luck. These Spirit Vessel charges. Dark Mago still has one up his sleeve as well. Aegis gone in 10 seconds, though, and that could signal the retreat. It's a 4-man curse.
Pretty big
Everyone
curse.
focused on Dark Mago with an Earth Splitter. Oh, it's big onto the Dark Mago Kunkka, but not big enough to finish him off. And now the turn onto Stinger. Clear up the Elder Titan. BKB from Chris Luck, but he's been turned into stone. He's stuck there. He walks into the stone gate. He needs the Cold Embrace. He can't deal with HFN's Medusa at this point. K1's jumped in, but he can't find a target. And Beast Coast starting to fall apart in their base, getting picked off one by one. Winter Wyvern, yeah, speared up against the side of the Colosseum. A triple for HFN. Oh, K1's going to try and find Oscar here, but it's a tanky Solar Crest. Big Mars, in comes the Torrent Boat. Whisper and K1 have to BKB and run back to Fountain. Time to cower and hide. The well is the only safe place for Beast Coast now against NoPing. They've come for your tier 4s and your throne.
Well, ET is alive soon. They might just call GG though.
They might just do it. I think that's it. Your throne's open, you've got no glyph, you've got no heroes to defend, you've got no choice but to concede game 2 to NoPing and tie things up in this series to head to game 3.
All right.
And HFN, again, straight to the locker room, he's out with it, he knows the game's done.
He's done his job for this game, but the entire job's not done yet. He's still got one more game to go here. NoPing, I think with the early advantage they got from those 2 kills, the 3 bounties, and the laning stage, they got a few more kills there. It just kept putting Beast Coast behind. It felt like they were always 1 or 2 steps behind NoPing, and NoPing were able to continue to accelerate, especially because of Dark Mago. Dark Mago destroyed this game, even getting those 2 kills on the Bristleback. Like, you normally wouldn't expect that to happen, but because they were able to get that little bit of advantage